What's going on, everybody? How's everybody doing tonight? I just wanted to make a quick video about how I feel about the whole Nashville, Tennessee shooting at that Waffle House and why I stand with James Shaw Jr., the hero that prevented the whole shooting from taking place without anybody dying. He took out the gunman and he went up in the forefronts and he kicked some ass, to be honest. We got to be honest, he kicked some ass that day. He put him to the ground and then he beat his ass and then he ran out of the Waffle House. I have to give my credit and much respect and much love to him. I gotta give him as much respect as he needs because that is the most heroic thing that anybody could do. While everybody else was would have been very afraid to do what he did, he became a leader and he did what he had to do, and I respect that. And another thing about how I feel about the whole situation is that it really pisses me off when people say, "Oh, if the shooter didn't have a gun, he wouldn't do this." That is not true. If this man had a machete, if this man had a knife, if this man had a guitar, he will still kill some. He will still kill somebody. He's willing to kill people at a Waffle House. You have to realize how much of a savage and a degenerate loser you have to be to kill somebody while they're eating breakfast. And we got to talk about how America coddles up these little savage boys, and why they end up this way because of coddling. You coddle your own, and you coddle such foolish and just destructive behavior, and that's what ends up having these shootings in Waffle Houses, movies, everywhere, because of stuff like because you don't become a parental figure and do something about this misbehaving or psychotic kid. And one thing I also didn't like about the kid is that how he's insane. The shooter was insane. I mean, he had problems with Trump, and yet he drove from Illinois to Nashville. Like, what the hell are you doing there? Like, if you like, it's just stupid. Like, if you have a problem with the government and or the or just the DC politicians, then why would you put all your anger out on just citizens of Nashville? That's hella stupid. And you drove all the way from Illinois to Nashville. I'm not even sure if he even drove. He's probably living in Nashville because there's a lot of cats from Illinois that are moving down to Nashville or Memphis or Chattanooga for a better life. We have to be honest. But some people are doing the same thing they were doing it up in Illinois, so it's kind of pointless. But anyway, it's just hella. It's really stupid. And why would and then he's obviously the shooter is obviously geographically dyslexic. He's a geographically dyslexic person because if you just because DC, Washington D.C. is in the South doesn't mean it's in Tennessee. And you're probably just mad about the whole Southern United States, and that's why you snapped and did all this bullshit. And why would you? And another thing is, actually, I went to that Waffle House to be. I went to that Waffle House 9 years ago in the summer of 2009 when I visited family out in Nashville when I was like 11 years old, and that's just crazy how it happened in the same neighborhood in Nashville as where I used to visit when I was a kid. I'm like, damn, that's just really sad, and it's just crazy how that happens. Like, wow, like I was actually there. I was actually like went to that place and stuff. And to be honest, this is why I'm also against gun gun bans and stuff. It's not gonna change anything. I mean, if this guy had a goddamn screwdriver, he'll kill somebody. Like, you have to be honest. Like, just the damage. It's just that the damage he'll do doesn't matter. the damage he doesn't matter of the weapon. It matters of the person. Okay, and I have the much respect to James Shaw Jr. Keep doing your thing, get better soon, my man, and just keep shining, man. Like this is the imagery we need in in our community, in the country, but specifically good imagery and a good image of a black man, specifically because we know how the media portrays us, and this is a good way to counteract against that. And I really do respect this young man, and I pray for him, and I hope his family's doing well, and I have much respect to him. And people, they have to do better, man. And I think this shooter, this waffle shooter, he needs whatever gets to him. To be honest, like I'm glad that they caught him and stop talking about this gun stuff and this will stop. Like he'll kill the shooter will kill you regardless with what weapon there is. To be honest, like hell, he might even shoot you with a. He might even get you with a baseball bat, a prison shank, a basketball, hell, you name it, a car, a tire iron. You never know. These savages, they don't care, man. So I mean, there's no point of like saying, "Oh, yeah, we'll ban this. It's gonna work." I mean, but one thing I will say is that some people, I'm not gonna lie, some people should have been armed, like because Tennessee's an open carry state. It's not like Illinois or California where you can't even. It's very hard to even be a gun owner. So I think somebody should have had a weapon on them. But I still respect how this unarmed man stood up to the forefront with this crazed gunman, and he almost sacrificed his life in order to save these people, and that is so heroic, and I do respect that. And that also says how you don't even need a gun to sometimes you might not even need a gun sometimes to defend yourself. I mean, and it's probably better if someone wants to become a gun owner, there should also be learn how to do self defense without the gun, because you don't want to create a dependency cycle with the gun to defend yourself. You can use your hands. You can use any other type of weapons. You get what I mean. It's better to learn how to defend yourself by any means rather than just a gun. So I agree. I'm pro 2A, but I'm also pro hands as well. I'm pro hands. I am pro hands. I'm pro learn how to use your hands as well. Learn some sort of martial art or like boxing, or just somewhat like you don't even have to learn like that much. Just learn like some basics and stuff, and then yeah, get your be licensed to carry or be a gun owner, man. But I respect this brother, and I hope he makes it, and God bless him. To be honest, and people. He's brave. I mean, like I said earlier, and I wish him well. And yeah, all right, guys. All right, guys, ladies, everybody else, everybody. I'm about to go to sleep. I got a big week ahead of me, and God bless you. Good luck with everything, and wish me luck too. And thank you to this young brother. And I hope he does well, and I hope his family does well, and we pray for his family, donate to him, whatever you can. All right, have a good one, everybody.